Hello, Usdan, and welcome to Festival. I am Jay, and I do want to say we have a few special guests that are helping us out this week. If you are one of our ushers or photographers, please stand and wave to the crowd if you're an usher or a photographer, and give it up for them. They will be helping us run Festival this week. I also have a few more friends on stage with me who will be your additional hosts for the rest of the week, and they will introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Elliot Samuelson. My major is musical theater.
My name is Tegan Klein, and my major is musical theater. My name is Parker D, and my major is musical theater.
My name is Shannon Burr, and my major is chorus.
My name is Athena, and my major is senior vocal ensemble.
My name is Nikki, and my major is theater.
A few community practices reminders: when the lights go off, you can take off. We also know that different type of performances require different forms of responses. Want to send a reminder to there's never any eating in the amphitheater and no drinking during the performance. Water bottles and other items should go away in your book bag. Focus of the week: we have a lot of people that joined us for Festival, so if you are sitting in a seat, please do not put your feet on the seats in front of you. Now, this is my favorite show. I'm a poet, so this show speaks to my heart heavy. I want you all to give a warm round of applause for our senior creative writing students.
My name is Evan, and my piece is called Denial. He never sees outside his room, looking back at his lost youth, for he was once the best friend of truth, but he feels abandoned when she started to bloom. For his bleached white collar sits on his crumbling frame, saying that he's always okay. Even though that's a lie seen a mile away, he still deludes himself in his own dreamlike game. A world where he would be awarded, not thought as a man who thinks as a child, a place free from the world that is wild, still a fool stuck in his bed. But truth still waits for him outside his door, 'cause she can't seem to find a way to enter his den, waiting to see his dry black hair once again, so she futilely waits by the door. Years have passed, still stuck inside thought. Even though he knows that they're all wrong, he still sings his pitiful song, ignoring the things he was taught. When he was young, people thought he was one to be sung. But that was when he was young, for that was when he was young.
My name is Emmanuel Stern, and I'll be doing the graceful tragedy. The Dreamliner stands on the runway, her fuselage decorated in a majestic, shining white. Her passengers are still and calm in the cabin, waiting to get to their destinations. Suddenly, a roar explodes from her engines, and she barrels down the runway and slowly rotates her body upwards, soaring into the sky. Her wheels tuck up and disappear behind a trap door in the belly of the plane. Very abruptly, her proud roar transitions into a screeching and an ear-shattering moan. Her weight pushes her down, and she slams into the ground, decaying in the disastrous fire that consumes her and everything around her. Her time was over. Only one person survived. He walks away seemingly unfazed, but with a dark and frightening memory, leaving him to never fly again. The tragedy changed the world, and it will never be the same again.
My name is Vix, and this is my creative writing piece. The forest snapped and bared its jaws like an angry wolf, a hungry wolf. The arms of the trees lingered open not for an embrace, but in the hopes of strangling whatever was foolish enough to wander too close. The air was thick, oppressive, and hot wherever it met Casey's skin, a warning. The stench of evil, of rotting flesh, of decaying bone invaded whatever semblance of peace there was in the eerie quiet of nature. In some ways, this hostility was familiar, for was it not Casey, mindless and lonely, sucked into the mob that killed these people, that took these innocent souls and damned them to a fate that would make the devil himself recoil in horror? The answer to that question would stay boxed in the back of her mind, for there was little reason to unpack it now. As she crept closer, encroaching on the haunting space of the dead, a chill gripped her spine. She let out a sharp yell as her foot settled on a brittle branch, the crack echoing through the treetops. The posts were still there. They stood like silent omens, charred at their bases. Casey's throat tightened, burning worse than it had when she had gone home on that fated night. Her hand grazed the last of the rope, the fray only reflecting fear. She should have been running home by now. She should have been at the Sunday service she abandoned, hoping that someone would forgive her. But instead she still stood at these splintering posts, stood in the barren woods, wondering if somehow she could fix this. Casey didn't flinch this time as the sticks broke and snapped in her remorseful movements. The damage had been done, and by the way her chest tightened, the way the wind howled, there was no going back.
When do I start? My name is Lily, and this is my poem. I pledge allegiance to my dog, to accidentally running my sister over with a toy car, to my old diaries I cringe at. I pledge to my friend from Florida, to the day my parents helped me in my most vulnerable moment, to my gum, to my music, to Marvel. I come from two complicated countries, and I am not ashamed. I pledge to no one getting taken for their skin color, to no straight white men turning this country dystopian. I choose to be proud of being Jewish. I choose to stand up to hate. I choose Marvel over DC. I choose to live in a world with freedom. I choose my family. This is my country, and I will fight for our democracy.
My name is Rebecca, and I'm going to be reading my poem called Pain. Pain is patient. It has all the time in the world. Yet with all the time that it has, it chooses the worst moments to make its presence known in your life. It works in its shop with many tools, sharp, sharp knives, a furnace, hammers, and axes. Before going to work, it smirks with its knife in its hand. Its favorite time to work is during holidays, important events, nights, and times that you can't afford to see it. But it's there. Wake up, it'll whisper to you, while you're fast asleep in the comfiest spot you've ever slept in. However, soon, that whisper will become a gruff voice that kidnaps your happiness. No matter what you do, it's impossible to escape unless it's done with you. For now. It will always come back, though. Some are lucky who only deal with it a few moments in their lives, while others cannot evade its ironclad grip on their lives. Whichever you are, it will see you sometime. In fact, it marked a calendar for you. See you soon, it says ominously, before disappearing from your residence.
My name is Thadius, and this is my poem, Guilt. Guilt has long, dark hair that covers her rosy cheeks and green eyes when she cries tears of regret and sadness. She possesses a silver chain and lock on her heart that tightens every time she is left behind, but she keeps it on as punishment for what she thinks she has done. In her free time, Guilt takes long walks along the coast of the dark ocean, as the dark is the only thing her eyes allow her to see. She scrolls online looking at what could have been, people buying homes, starting families. Well, she is at the start of the path where she has been for a while, with dirty shoes and nothing but a jar of hope that's slipping out of the cracks and holes. She wishes her life was easier, but in her view, she deserves every injury and blister she gains along the hard, rocky, sharp path.
Hi, I'm Nikki, and this is my poem, Ode to Time. Dear Time, I thank you for making me laugh so hard that I couldn't even breathe, for making me curl up into a ball and cry, for making me punch my pillow because you killed me in a game of Fortnite. I thank you for making me order the fan that my friends bought because I thought it looked cool, for making me bittersweet after I found my parents when I was 6 years old at the playground, for making me anxiously write this poem thinking of what all of you would think of me. But mostly, I thank you for reminding me that when you make me laugh or cry or punch my pillow, that these are the moments when I'm truly having fun, the moments I spend hanging out with you.
My name is Leia, and I'm reading my poem. My pink stains the early morning skies, reflecting its bright light across the world. My pink is those hard days, and then your favorite song goes on the radio. My pink is the courage to stand up for yourself and others. My pink are those late nights on FaceTime with my friends. My pink is baking caramel brownies with my mom. My pink is hiding in my room and writing till my hands go numb. My pink is playing video games with my dad. My pink is talking to my sister until there is nothing left to say. My pink could seem absolutely absurd to someone else, but that doesn't matter because my pink is perfect for me.
I'm Brian, and I'll be reciting my poem, Dear Music. We thank you for providing mutual enjoyment. You come in all different versions. The musical notes all formic enjoyment, providing all types of diversions. We thank you for your great variety, targeting every emotion. You've made lasting impacts on a society with harmony set into motion. You give us emotional stability through the hardest situations we face. Your melodies bring new possibilities, each sound in perfect embrace. We thank you for helping us concentrate, filling silence with satisfaction. Through countless melodies we celebrate, each one a joyful reaction. You mend the wounds we hide inside, no matter how large or tiny. Your rhythms help be our guide, becoming strong and mighty. Each beat in our heart slowly resides. In us you confine. The notes all seem to intertwine. The conflict soon subsides.
My name is Valentina, and my poem is named My Yellow. My yellow is for the stinging sun that shines down on my father's back as he tries his best every day. My yellow is for the color of my mother's favorite dress as she wears it to work in order to put food on the table, all while being there for our time of need. My yellow is for my brother's onesie as he walks around trying to make sense of the wonderful world around him, learning more and more every day. My yellow is for my younger sister's personality as she learns how to control her bubbling temper and excited voice when she has something to share. My yellow is for my older sister's eyes as they practically bulge out of her head when she comes up with an idea in her gracious, courageous brain. My yellow is never about missing what is past. My yellow is for how much I gain from what I've lost. Our yellow isn't about looking at life as a lottery, but as a temple. Our yellow is about cherishing life over what we believe in and who we love. Our yellow is never about forgetting who we are and where we came from.